Hello, my name is Tony Dong. I am from Vietnam. NVIDIA company NVDA receives outperform rating from Royal Bank of Canada. NVIDIA company NASDAQ NVDA's stock had its outperform rating reaffirmed by equities researchers at Royal Bank of Canada in a research report issued to clients and investors on Wednesday, May the 10th. They presently have a 130.00 target price on the computer hardware maker's stock, down from their previous target price of 138.00. Royal Bank of Canada's target price points to a potential downside of 18.73% from the company's current price. A number of other equities analysts also recently commented on NVDA. VETR upgraded NVIDIA from a buy rating to a strong buy rating and set a 117.98 target price for the company in a report on Tuesday, April the 4th. Goldman Sachs Group Inc. restated a buy rating and set a 130.00 target price on shares of NVIDIA in a report on Friday, April the 14th. Citigroup Inc. set a 145.00 target price on NVIDIA and gave the company a buy rating in a report on Saturday, March the 11th. Zacks Investment Research downgraded NVIDIA from a hold rating to a sell rating in a report on Thursday, April the 13th. Finally, Global Equities Research restated an overweight rating and set a 125.00 target price on shares of NVIDIA in a report on Monday, March the 20th. 6 investment analysts have rated the stock with a sell rating, 14 have given a hold rating, 18 have assigned a buy rating, and 2 have issued a strong buy rating to the company's stock. NVIDIA currently has an average rating of hold and an average price target of 113.96. NVIDIA Nasdaq NVDA traded up 7.26% during midday trading on Wednesday, reaching 159.94. 29,043,605 shares of the company's stock were exchanged. The stock has a market cap of $95.16 billion, a price-to-earnings ratio of 53.69 and a beta of 1.31. NVIDIA has a one-year low of 44.57 and a one-year high of 160.00. The stock has a 50-day moving average of 123.20 and a 200-day moving average of 108.49. NVIDIA also was the recipient of some unusual options trading on Wednesday. Investors acquired 109,730 put options on the stock. This represents an increase of approximately 116% compared to the average daily volume of 50,917 put options. NVIDIA Nasdaq NVDA last announced its quarterly earnings data on Tuesday, May the 9th. The computer hardware maker reported 0.82 earnings per share for the quarter, beating the Thomson Reuters consensus estimate of 0.66 by 0.16. NVIDIA had a return on equity of 34.19% and a net margin of 26.17%. The firm had revenue of $1.94 billion during the quarter, compared to the consensus estimate of $1.91 billion. During the same quarter in the previous year, the company posted 0.46 earnings per share. The business revenue was up 48.7% on a year-over-year basis. On average, equities research analysts anticipate that NVIDIA will post 3.08 earnings per share for the current year. The firm also recently disclosed a quarterly dividend, which will be paid on Wednesday, June the 14th. Stockholders of record on Tuesday, May the 23rd will be issued a dividend of 0.14 per share. This represents a 0.56 dividend on an annualized basis and a dividend yield of 0.35%. The ex-dividend date of this dividend is Friday, May the 19th. NVIDIA's payout ratio is 21.96%. In related news, Director Brooke Segal sold 32,820 shares of NVIDIA stock in a transaction dated Monday, March the 20th. The shares were sold at an average price of $109.00, for a total transaction of $3,577,380.00. Following the completion of the transaction, the director now directly owns 35,927 shares of the company's stock, valued at approximately $3,916,043. The sale was disclosed in a legal filing with the Securities Exchange Commission, which is available at the SEC website. Also, Advocate Chris sold 53,458 shares of NVIDIA stock in a transaction dated Friday, March the 17th. The shares were sold at an average price of $105.32, for a total transaction of $5,630,196.56. Following the transaction, the Chief Financial Officer now directly owns 391,354 shares of the company's stock, valued at $41,217,403.28. The disclosure for this sale can be found here. Insiders have sold a total of 446,582 shares of company stock valued at $55,120,680 over the last 3 months. 5.82% of the stock is currently owned by insiders. Institutional investors have recently made changes to their positions in the stock. Proficio Capital Partners LLC boosted its stake in NVIDIA by 186.1% in the first quarter. Proficio Capital Partners LLC now owns 841 shares of the computer hardware maker's stock valued at $117,000 after buying an additional 547 shares during the last quarter. Quadrant Capital Group LLC boosted its stake in NVIDIA by 17.5% in the first quarter. Quadrant Capital Group LLC now owns 1,055 shares of the computer hardware maker's stock valued at $105,000 after buying an additional 157 shares during the last quarter. Coconut Grove Bank boosted its stake in NVIDIA by 683.9% in the first quarter. Coconut Grove Bank now owns 1,215 shares of the computer hardware maker's stock valued at $132,000 after buying an additional 1,030.00 and gave the company a buy rating in a report on Friday, February the 10th. 6 analysts have rated the stock with a sell rating, 14 have assigned a hold rating, 18 have assigned a buy rating, and 2 have assigned a strong buy rating to the company. The stock has an average rating of hold and a consensus price target of 113.96.
In related news, FPJ Pori sold 133,542 shares of the company's stock in a transaction dated Thursday, March 30th. The stock was sold at an average price of $108.53, for a total value of $14,493,313.26. Following the completion of the sale, the executive vice president now owns 601,367 shares in the company, valued at $65,266,360.51. The transaction was disclosed in a filing with the Securities Exchange Commission, which is available at the SEC website. Also, Deborah Shoquist sold 63,717 shares of the company's stock in a transaction dated Tuesday, May 30th. The shares were sold at an average price of $144.81, for a total value of $9,226,858.77. Following the completion of the sale, the executive vice president now owns 330,040 shares of the company's stock, valued at approximately $47,793,092.40. The disclosure for the sale can be found here. In the last 90 days, insiders have sold 446,582 shares of company stock valued at $55,120,680. 5.82% of the stock is currently owned by corporate insiders. NVIDIA Company Profile NVIDIA Corporation focuses on personal computer PC graphics processing unit PU, and also an artificial intelligence AI. The company operates through 2 segments: CPU and Tegra processor. The company's CPU product brands are aimed at specialized markets, including GeForce for gamers, Quadro for designers, Tesla and DGX for AI data scientists, and big data researchers, and Grid for cloud-based visual computing users. Receive news ratings for NVIDIA Co daily. Enter your email address below to receive a concise daily summary of the latest news and analysts' ratings for NVIDIA Co and related companies. To comment on this article and other Macworld content, visit our Facebook page or our Twitter feed.
Thank you for watching. For the follow-up, subscribe to the channel yourself here.